All right, so I got a really good question on my YouTube channel. Actually, here's the question here. Thank you very much. Very well kept. How does video quality play into the equation? Meaning the equation is trying to predict how well a product is going to do for you. And if you're going to end up making commissions, does at the end of this, you can see, does it even matter? Does video quality even matter? And this is actually something I see talked a lot about in Facebook groups, but it is my opinion that this is being talked about in the wrong way, that people are on the wrong side of the fence on this, that it's not the quality that, well, there's two different qualities. We're talking about the wrong one. I want to try to focus you on the quality that matters most here. This may end up being an unpopular opinion. This is just kind of where I'm at on the, does video quality matter when it comes to trying to predict if a product is going to perform for you and ultimately make you commissions in the program. If you don't know, my name is Rob. I've been in the influencer program for a couple years, and I'm just here sharing my tips, tricks, and advice. These are things that I've learned along the way, both good and bad, to hopefully help you make more money in the program. So if that sounds good to you, like it's in your wheelhouse, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you get halfway through this video and you find it is actually helpful to you, then maybe also hit the like button, or you know what, just go hit them both now. Go crazy. I do think that I am your Amazon influencer guy. So I want to give you, so a couple of years ago, the Jaguar company makes cars, right? And they got themselves into a little bit of trouble because they made a series of absolutely ridiculous and stupid commercials that some of those commercials didn't even show their car. It was just people, and it was very artsy. They were very well done, very, very high quality. I mean, they were aesthetically and visually some of the coolest looking that I've seen in a long time. But at the end of the day, they end up backtracking on some of those commercials because they're like, oh, this is not going very well. Because while the quality to the eyeballs was very good, they were unique and they looked good. Ultimately, they weren't answering the question of the buyer that's interested in Jaguar. They weren't providing any value there, which means that the quality through the eyes of the buyer, through the customer, which is ultimately the only thing that matters, it just wasn't there. And so whenever I see people saying, make high quality videos, make your videos high quality, I think that it's important for you to understand of what high quality ultimately is here, or what matters whenever it comes to quality. It's not necessarily just about the visual or audio aspects of your video. In fact, I would say that that's probably secondary in this case. I've talked to a lot of influencers who are making some fantastic visual shoppable videos. They're also reporting that their sales are not going very well. That's not because they're making those videos, but it's just, I'm saying that it doesn't mean just because you make those videos that it's going to cause it to perform better. Ultimately, the thing that's going to cause it to perform better is that if you make a video that answers the buyer's questions, that they're already on the edge. They're looking for a reason to jump off and make that purchase. That's why they're watching your video to start with. So if you can make a video that does that, then that's a quality video because it did the thing that, one, they were already wanting anyways, and two, it did the thing that put money in your pocket. That's quality. You could have made a Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese level video that didn't answer their question. And visually it would have looked good, great. It would have been cool, right? Look at me, this is such a cool video. But if it didn't answer the question, if the buyer didn't make the purchase, that's not really quality because our purpose of these videos, the intent of these videos isn't to entertain, right? It's not to suck up people's time for no reason. It's to persuade the people that are looking for a reason to purchase to go ahead and make that purchase. That's what quality means in the influencer program. Now, there are some basic visual and audio aesthetic things that I think everybody should be following because look, your videos need to be watchable. They don't need to be these grandiose spectacles, but they need to be watchable, which means you need to have some sort of basic audio. Don't use the audio directly off of your phone or your camera. Have a wireless mic, lavalier mic, something like that. And you need to have some sort of decent lighting. If you don't have natural lighting, you need to have some sort of, webcam lighting or something going on, just a little bit of effort there. But you don't have to go crazy with it. I have these two lights and a microphone. I'm not doing anything crazy. Or if I'm out about, I have a little wireless lavalier mic. It doesn't have to be nuts. Ultimately, that is a secondary quality that just enables the buyer to just watch your video. It keeps them there because if it's bad audio, they'll probably click off and watch something else. So you pursue that type of quality, the audio and video quality, just for the sake of making the video watchable, but you're pursuing the other type of quality to persuade them to make the purchase that they are already looking for a reason to make. That is the quality that matters most. So I think we really need to be focused on defining quality and keeping our mind on what quality is through the buyer's eyes. Because again, that's the only thing that matters here, right? That's the purpose of what we are trying to do. That's why we are making these videos. A video that does not result, if somebody watches it and does not result in that purchase being made by the customer, that's just not a quality video. Doesn't matter how good it looks because the purpose is to help them in their purchasing decisions. And if that steered them away from the product that you made the video for, then it's either quality because it persuaded them for some reason not to buy it, or persuaded them to buy it. But ultimately, we are here to answer the questions. That's how we know if our videos are actually quality. So I'm curious what you guys think about this whole topic, because I think it's talked about a lot here, but I just think that we're doing it in the wrong way, and we're thinking about this incorrectly. We're trying to make things a little bit too beautiful and spending too much time trying to make them beautiful, and not enough time focused on what is it, if somebody watches my video, what's the thing that's going to move the needle here? What's the thing that at the end of this is going to truly be considered whether or not this video was quality or not? Is it because it looked cool and somebody oohed and awed? Or is it because it's going to result in somebody making a purchase of the product because my video answered the thing that they needed to have answered, or showed them what they needed to be shown? And that to me is the bigger marker of whether a video is quality than if people watch it and go like, man, that was really cool looking. Big whoop. I want people to make purchases. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you thought this was helpful, maybe hit the subscribe and like buttons now. Very much appreciate it. And thank you very much again for the question. Anytime you guys have questions, I'll try to start including more of them into these videos as we go forward. But I'm curious to hear you guys' feedback on this one. And if you see it a different way, I'd love to have that conversation about it. So thanks you guys very much. We'll see you, of course, in the next video. As always, peace out.